people, and welcome to Car Story. And Car Story is where we give you the real car stories. Now, today we are reviewing one of the best Toyota cars that we have around, and one of the cars that has gone through modification and a lot of improvement from the first generation, or the first car that ever came to the market. Now, this particular car here is a Landcruiser TX, popularly known as Prado. This car is a 2016 model, where the first model was in 1984. Now, from 1984, so much has been done on the car in terms of the engine, the body, the interior, stability, and name it. So the first generation was J70, second generation was J90, the third generation was J120, and then we have now the fourth generation, which is J150. Now, the J150 comes as a package of improvement from the previous models that I have mentioned, and so much can be seen from the first models to the fourth model in terms of body and so many things. Yeah, bearing in mind the Toyota has to put up with the market. For example, the main competitor of this car being German machines like Land Rover, yeah, Discovery, and name it. So much has to be done to make sure that you have to make sure that the Toyota is able to put up with the market. Now, this car has performed very well in the Kenyan terrain, or rather in the African terrain, because it is very good. It's a very good off-roader. We will be able to see that when we are looking at horsepower and torque, and the suspensions, how were the suspensions made to be able to handle the Kenyan off-roads. So now, right into it. If you look at the car, it looks fairly good, and I think that is why this car is really loved by the politicians, because if you look at it, it looks very, very nice. It looks big. This car is a 2.8 diesel engine. The previous model was the J120, was a 3.0 diesel engine. So there is a drop of 200 cc on this car, which reduces the picking of the car in a matter of seconds. The time the car is supposed to hit 100 kilometers per hour, but it comes with a better fuel economy, yeah, and that is the best part of this car, because of course the car manufacturers are trying to reduce the emissions. That's why we are having nowadays electric cars, and that is where the world is moving. We either go low on gasoline or go completely on electric. So that was the case here. Of course, it came with several other improvements that we'll be able to see as we proceed. Now, as you can see, there is this very nice Toyota emblem and the Toyota face that literally makes the car look very good, and it makes it look Toyota-ish. Yeah. The lighting of the Toyota has always improved over time, and it has been made beautiful over time. So you can see, like, for example, this light here is blended with LED light and xenon light, and the protruding headlight looks really, really nice. And then we have the headlight washers, we have the fog lights, and we have a spoiler that goes all through, that makes the bumper of the car look very, very nice. So this part is really good for the cooling, to assist the cooling systems of the engine. So that's why we have this opening here and this opening here. That gives the car very nice mileage for running. On the other side, we have this assist side mirror here. This is to assist you to have a clear glance of the car on your side, and it's very good. Now, another thing that has been done on this car is the sensors. So much has been done on the sensors that the sensor system on this car has been improved. Not the annoying sensors, but the sensors that will allow you to take caution on the road and to avoid an accident on the road. So the car comes with 17-inch wheel with alloy rims, and the alloy rims are, of course, the wheel cap has Toyota emblem that makes that is just to stamp the signature of the Toyota. Of course, the side mirrors come with a side light that looks really good on the car. Now, there is side steps on the Landcruiser TX 2016. Actually, this is 2016 model. The side steps just to help you to get into the car like that. The door of the Landcruiser TX 2016 looks like this. These are the window controls. These are the locks. This is how you lock and unlock. And this is to lock the windows. For example, if you have children at the back and you want to control their operating of the windows, this is where you control. Yeah. And this car is a keyless entry. You start the engine from here. It's a keyless entry. Of course, here is where you control your mirrors, control your left and right mirrors. Yeah. And your light. This is where you have your light. You control your light. So the controls of this car are very good. And you have your downhill control here. You have your climate control, where you can control the rear, the front, and yeah, limit. You have your handbrake here, you have your gear lever, and then you have your steering. And one thing I love about the Toyota Prado, it is a big car, but it is very easy to drive. Now, there's a display here that shows you how your wheels look like. And something else I love about this car is that it shows you which door is open and which door, like now, for example, it shows me my trunk is open and my left door, co-driver door, is open. And that makes it easy. Sometimes when you get into the car and the car is not, someone maybe did not close the door, it helps you to identify which door you're going to close. Yeah. And the car comes with a sunroof. The car comes with a sunroof, and it operates pretty well. That is for this car. That is for this particular car. That not that every model, every 2016 model comes with a sunroof. Now, this car is a leather interior, black, and it's black, blended with several. Like on this part, we have a silver finish, and then the roof we have. This is supposed to be cream, yes. Yeah, so this is cream, and for me, the interior of the car is not really the wow interior, but it's okay. Bearing in mind that we are talking of an off-roader. So let's check the compartments that we have. We have this part here where you can have, if maybe you want to have maybe your phone here, and some people prefer having a modification of this system to have maybe an Android screen and a radio and name it, but it comes with this part where you can decide what to do with it. And then we have this other small part here. I don't know what you can do with this. Maybe some little stuff. Then there is this compartment here where you can have your document. Literally no document. You can you may destroy it. Maybe your phone. And so this one here is a bigger compartment where you can have several things. Maybe some drinks when you're traveling. And then it comes with a port to charge your phone. You can charge your phone here. And then on the door there is a cup holder. It's a cup holder on the door, and then there is a space where you can still have some stuff. On the co-driver's door is the same. You have a cup holder on the door. I don't know why this. All right, I thought it doesn't have a cup holder for the driver and the co-driver on this part, but there is one here. So these are, you have your cup holder for the driver and the co-driver. And also there is this compartment here. This is a big compartment where you can have your documents. Now, I don't know why this finish does not bring the wow effect on the car, and I think that is maybe something that can be looked at. For me, for a 2016 model, even the beauty should really stand out. Yeah, and the space in here on the driver seat feels really comfy. It's really nice. And talking about space, we can check what we have on the back seat of this car. So the back seat of this car feels really spacious, feels very nice, and the seats also feel comfortable. You also have your climate control. You can control your climate here. Then you have your charger here, yeah. And the floor of this particular car is a hand-woven carpet, yeah. So if you are traveling and maybe you feel that you can remove your shoes, it makes the effects of the carpet and your leg, that part of the leg will not feel irritated. Actually, it feels like it's soothing, yeah. It feels soothish. And this car is a 7-seater, so we have a third row. Where a third row, when we lift the third row, we do not have space for the cargo area. Now, before we go to the third row, the headroom of this car is well taken care of, and the knee room, the leg room is really taken care of. And when you sit here, you feel you have enough space for when you're traveling. Now, another thing that is good to note is we have a cup holder for this car and an armrest that also feels really comfortable. That gives you comfort as you travel. Now, let's see what we have at the third row. So the third row looks like that. Maybe I can get him to show you the practicability of the third row. Now, just to caution you, let's lift the second row for you to be able to see what I am talking about. Just to caution you or to inform you that when you are on the third row, you have to prepare yourself to get tired if you are as tall as I am. So the third row is good for children if you need to have people on the third row. On the third row, of course, you have your cup holder here, and even on the other side you have your cup holder. I'm literally suffocating here. Yeah, but it's supposed to be the trunk. Then someone thought that, why don't we have seats on the third row? Yeah. So here you do not have your leg room. It is not there. Yeah. So you will only have maybe children or extremely short person. All right, let's see how the trunk looks like. And now that you're looking at the trunk, we can fold the third row, and this is how you do it. So the trunk of this car, you open from here, and before we open, you'll be able to notice that the Landcruiser Prado has really emphasized on the name, the Landcruiser Prado, on the boot here, and of course the emblem that makes the back looks of the car look very nice. And then of course the rear lights complement the beauty of the back side of the car and makes the car look really, really nice. Now, something that I do not really understand is how we only have one exhaust pipe on this car, and I think that is maybe something that can be looked into in the future, maybe in the 5th generation of the Landcruiser Prado, rather TX, maybe 2022, yeah? Yes. So this is how you open the trunk of the Landcruiser. The door also, I do not really like it, but anyway, it is okay because that is what we have. Now, this is the space we have for the trunk, and remember, this is when the third row is folded. Now, I'm going to unfold the third row just to show you how the space you have when you have the third row lifted. So it is definite that when you have the third row lifted, you do not have space for your cargo. You literally have very small space. Maybe if you have some few things that you want to have on the car, you can open this part and drop them in the small space that is left. But if the third row is folded, you have enough space for your cargo. And now we are taking a drive on this car as we talk about the horsepower of the car, the torque, consumption, fuel consumption, and all those things, that the handling. Yeah, and come. So this car comes with a 2.8 liter diesel engine, which produces a torque of which produces a horsepower of 174, and that is on 450 Newton meters. Yeah, and the previous engine was 3.0 diesel engine. So there is a drop. There is a drop of 200 cc from 3000 cc to 2.8, and so that one of course caused a drop in the picking of the car, where the picking per seconds dropped due to the trimming of the engine. So this car comes also fuel economy is 12.7 kilometers per liter. So its fuel economy has improved because of the engine has been, we say, narrowed. Yeah. And the handling of this car has improved comparing to the previous models, but not as really good. The Prado has been known for off-road, so the off-road aspect still remains. It has held that from manufacture, from the very first generation. So that still holds. The handling of the car on off-road is really, really nice. The competitor gets it hard to compete with the Prado when it comes to off-road. But when it comes to on-road, it is not really easy for this car to compete with its competitors. But I love the fact that the Toyota Landcruiser Prado has maintained that aspect of off-road, and it is really, really nice. The drive of the car also, when you drive the car, it feels really comfortable. Not as comfortable as maybe a BMW X5 or maybe Discovery, Land Rover Discovery, but it's fairly good, and also it is easy to drive this car. Yeah, it is easy to drive it. So that's it for the Toyota Landcruiser TX 2016. Thank you so much for support. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. And until next time, bye-bye.